We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Get wide now.
52. Bridgewater on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing.
Key 20. Back 20. Go Delta. No.
Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see the kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Throwing, Bridgewater. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. To the air again with Bridgewater. And Reed with it over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. 4
Tokyo!
Tight dog.
Listen! Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Wentz to throw on second down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Go Delta.
Here's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Man 5-7. Check 50. Sunday.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Tried for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to Start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
There we go. You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up.
Silent.
Watch twist.
Hey, silent gold. Hey, curl.
Check 24.
Now Foles. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 3.
Curl.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Let's go.
Check 4.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Silent. Hey, silver.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down.
Foles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
4 down.
Set. 250.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Able to spin free.
Check 43.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mike, 58, right there.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Like 20.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Bridgewater dancing to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
What we got? What we got?
53's the mic.
Silent. Hey, silent one. Goal, goal.
D all day. D go.
Here's Foles. Incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And hindsight. .2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Strong right.
Get wide now.
Strong right.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set. Winnie. Go Delta.
52's to Mike.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
Go Delta.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Set. Winnie.
Switch.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Go Delta.
3 down.
Set. Back 20.
They'll hand it now to Geis. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Bridgewater. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Double tight.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
Run. Oh, yeah, that's a score on you. That's how you score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
There it is. Touchdown.
This fielded at the 2.
Rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
And now running right. Now a hit and a loose football. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The mic, 53, check 53.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight right here, tight on the right, tight on the right.
They'll drop to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Hey, Silver.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Joker.
Third, 180.
5. Let's go.
Under.
Bang.
Go.
Bang.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got 3 down.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Set. Lady.
Stand up in.
First down, Bridgewater. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Out to the left, it's complete to Dykson. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. Fancy footwork at the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And out now come the Eagles. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Go Delta. 250. Ready.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bridgewater now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. Bridgewater to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Foles. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Here's Bridgewater. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Todd. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go Delta.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Go Delta.
Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Oh, yeah.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Foles. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Foles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Alert 3.
Go Delta. Set. Ready. Go Delta.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he coughed it up, and the Eagles have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Go, go, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
1-1-1. Hey, gold. Sound gold. Sound gold.
Shift.
Thick.
Hey, swing.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
We got 3 down.
Tonight. 380.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Strickland. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
13. Flat. Go.
55. Right there in the middle.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Eagles on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 130.
Hey, we got three.
Back to throw here. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Odd. 3 down. Odd. Kill.
Easy.
Mike 55.
Water.
55's
Cadence gold. Gold.
Mike
Greg.
Mike 5.
6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Let's go. Motion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.